Hello, everyone. I'm Tammy McBride. Welcome to the Virtual STEM Showcase Professional Connection Highlight. We are taking an opportunity to interview people from the educational and professional sectors around our region that directly connect to STEM and give you a few ideas for your projects. Today, I have Stela Heuschkel, Human Resource Manager from Chemi-Con Materials Corporation in Moses Lake. Stella oversees administration, accounting, safety, and purchasing, and Chemi-Con's lab that manufactures electrolytic aluminum foil. Hi, Stella.
Hi, Tammy.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I would like to ask you a few questions about your job in manufacturing, if that's okay.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, can you please tell us a little bit about ChemiCon and what electrolytic aluminum foil is?
Sure. So we are a small corporation here in Moses Lake. We are an international company. Our headquarters is in Japan. One of the companies we do business with is in Chicago, in North Carolina, and then we ship to Malaysia and China. Amazing. We do one part of a capacitor, and a capacitor is kind of like a battery, and it holds a charge so that when you plug something in, it's going to keep the power even because you don't want your power spiking because that'll make your TV blow up. So we do this. What we do is we do the foil that goes inside this, and that's to hold the charge. The other parts of our company will make the other parts of this stuff. They make everything else, but we do only the foil. And that's a nice clean energy. You probably have somewhere between 800 and 1,000 capacitors in your house. They come in all sizes, like for a cell phone to big power lines. They cover everything in your house. Anything that you think is digital or has electricity running through it, chances are a capacitor is in it.
Wow, that's awesome, Stella.
Yeah.
So how is ChemiCon manufacturing related to STEM?
So I am the president for Workforce Alliance, and we are all about connecting students to businesses. We feel that students are our future, and so we want them to know what's here in their communities so that they can find out about jobs that are available or what their college path should be or what they're going to need if they want to do a specific field. We are connected that way.
Awesome. So what is an example of when you use more than one STEM skill during production or manufacturing and or marketing for your product?
Oh, see, now there's all sorts of things. Science is huge. What we do is unique. We are the only manufacturer in North America that does this process to foil. So science is crucial. It's going to teach you how to research, how to develop, how to make it better. Science helps us. We use science here in our facility. Our operators have to learn how to do certain kinds of chemical measurements and to make sure that things are meeting specs. So that's huge. Math is an everyday thing here. Our people are doing meters and squared meters, which I don't do. And then there's, I'm HR, so I'm doing payroll and I'm figuring out people's wages, and math is a big part of that. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you get away from STEM in ordinary life.
Yeah, wonderful. How is STEM incorporated into job descriptions or in your application process?
Well, people here have to have a good grasp for math. That's going to hit almost every department here. Mm-hmm. Like in our lab, they're doing all sorts of measurements as well, and then adding the math to that to figure out how much more, how much less they need, or how good the work is getting done. Is it meeting a specification? Mm-hmm. Our operators are using it every day. Again, same sort of thing with measurements of chemicals, making sure that they can figure out the foil length and where things are going to happen, timing.
Mm-hmm.
It's an everyday, all day long experience here.
Awesome. Great. So this kind of goes into the next one, whereas in your opinion, how would you relate manufacturing to STEM and ChemiCon materials?
Oh, wow. I think, like I said, STEM is something we don't think about it. We don't think about it in those terms, but it's used every day.
Yeah.
I never thought I would use anything that I got in the math classes at school. But if you're not thinking about it and you're not doing the math to figure out where something's going to end up in 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, it is going to mess things up, especially in a manufacturing facility that runs 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. These people are sitting there all day long figuring out, when is this role going to end? When do I join the next role so that it continues the process and we don't have to stop? So these guys are constantly doing time management and figuring out the length of a roll of foil and how long it'll take that roll to get from one end to the other.
Right, right. Great. So what do you enjoy most about working at ChemiCon?
I love the people. Our people here are amazing. They're waving at me now as they walk. Our people here are super friendly. They love what they do. They take pride in what they do. They're great at teaching and showing others how to do the job. We are a medium-sized company and we still feel like a small family.
That's great.
Awesome.
We have a lot of students listening in on the interview today. And so what advice would you give them if they are interested in manufacturing as it relates to STEM?
I would say try to get yourself on a tour so that you can actually see what it's like to be in a factory or a facility like this, a manufacturing facility. It's different. And I can say just from the buildings that are around me, the businesses around me, each of us are so different. So what might work out great next door for us, for them probably won't work the same here. So you getting a tour and seeing where you seem to feel like you fit best, getting to see what everybody does in a day. If you like, I'm going to say, if you like sorting stuff and getting things, this is this size and this is that, then our company wouldn't be right for you, because you're not going to get that kind of activity. You also want to look at what makes you excited. Our people tend to be really excited about figuring out where their product is going to be here eventually, whether it's in a new computer system or if they're creating a new device on the equipment. My people tend to think outside the box. So if you're one of those people that likes to create and do new things, this is a good place.
Great. Wonderful answer. So that's great, Stella. What classes would you suggest students to take to prepare themselves if they want to go into this line of work?
Well, here in Moses Lake, we have a school called CV Tech, and that's a great school to go to. You still get your credits for your education, for your degree, for your diploma, not degree, but diploma. It's great because they work a lot with us. And so we've worked together and figured out things that help students come to work for us. We've actually hired 3 students that have come through that program. That works out great. Otherwise, get into your math, enjoy a chemistry class. Go enjoy that, because you'll come in here and you'll have a better grasp of what we're looking for. If you're real detail focused, real detail oriented, then that's also something that you might want to get into. I don't know what kind of class they would have for that, but that's huge here.
Okay. Wonderful. Any last thoughts, Stella, to any of the students or educators that are listening in today?
I would say if you get the opportunity to do a tour of facilities, that helps, especially for teachers, so that they know what they can explain to the students. Students, I know you guys have got so many ideas in your minds of what you might want to do and what you might like. This is your chance. Get into those tours so that you can see it. email us, ask us questions. I love it when we do tours. So that's a big one for me. What else is there? I would say working for a temp agency. I know that's kind of weird, but a temp agency allows you to get into different places to kind of get to experiment what kind of work you like to do. And it won't look bad on your resume because you've had job after job after job. That does look bad. So you want to make sure you can get into a place and stay there for a couple of years. That looks really good. Also, I would say practice your soft skills, be to work on time, make sure you got a good attitude. When you're scheduled to be at work, please be at work. We're planning a schedule around you. So those are skills that are necessary. Your please and your thank yous are huge. Practice your soft skills. And that'll take you in any job, anywhere.
Awesome. Wonderful. Great advice, Stella. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I think that is it for today's episode. Don't forget to submit your individual or group project work for a chance to win cash prizes for the STEM Showcase. All projects must be submitted by Friday, May 6th. Thank you, Stella, so much for answering some of the questions for us. And thank you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, everybody who's listening.
Thank you.